I am a doctor with over 30 years of experience, and over these years, I have seen thousands of faces reflecting the joys, worries, and trials of life. These faces changed over time, just like everything around us. I came to an important conclusion. Wrinkles are not enemies, but traces of our smiles, lines of wisdom, and memories of having lived, loved, laughed, and sometimes cried. However, I also observed how often people look in the mirror and see not wisdom, but fatigue. They notice how the skin loses its elasticity, how the lines deepen, and their hearts tighten from this. Let me tell you a story that deeply touched me. A few years ago, a woman who turned 68 came to me. She looked noble, but sadness was evident in her eyes. "Doctor," she said, "I feel young. I have strength and interest in life, but when I look in the mirror, I see a stranger. It seems that I am aging faster than my soul." Her words struck me deeply, and I shared a simple recipe passed down from my grandmother, supported by modern knowledge about skin. This is not an expensive cream or salon procedure, but a mixture of simple and accessible ingredients that can be found in every home. And believe me, its effect is astonishing. The skin becomes soft, fresh, and wrinkles truly smooth out. It is important to remember that skin is an organ that lives, breathes, and nourishes itself. With proper care, it can regenerate like muscles or the heart, regardless of your age, whether you are 50, 60, or even older. I watched as people's skin blossomed again, just by giving it what it craves. This can change your life. When the face begins to radiate health, a person becomes younger. A smile appears more often, eyes light up, confidence grows. I strongly urge you not to ignore this fact. It's not just about external beauty, but also about your inner state. The feeling of youth and strength can bring you years of happiness. Do you allow yourself to enjoy life? To laugh while looking at your reflection? Or have you come to terms with the fact that age takes its toll? I will say it plainly. Age is not a sentence, and wrinkles are not fate. They can be softened, reduced, and sometimes almost erased. And what is most surprising is that expensive procedures are not needed for this. I will share with you a simple yet truly life-changing remedy, but only at the end. This is a secret that I reveal to few, only to those who are ready to listen and try. Please watch this video to the end and share it with loved ones, as sometimes a simple piece of knowledge or a small habit can give a person a second youth. When we are young, our skin seems to glow from within, and we rarely notice its beauty, taking it for granted. In the morning, the face is fresh, the eyes shine, and there are almost no wrinkles. But with the years, we begin to realize how time leaves its marks. The skin loses its elasticity, becomes drier, and fine lines gradually turn into deep wrinkles. And the saddest thing is that inside we remain the same, while our reflection in the mirror starts to betray us. Based on my experience, during this period, many men and women begin to feel a special sadness. For the skin is not just a protective layer, it is our calling card, the first thing others notice. It reflects not only our age, but also our lifestyle, diet, and attitude towards ourselves. I had a patient, a 72-year-old man who was always active and energetic. But he often said, "Doctor, people stopped seeing strength in me. They only notice an old man with wrinkles." I understood his feelings, for society often judges by appearance, even if we are full of youth inside. One day, a woman who turned 65 approached me. She confessed, "I feel like I'm 40, but when I look in the mirror, I see a tired face, and it takes away my joy." In moments like this, I always remind myself that skin is a living organ that reacts to care. This reflects nature's wisdom. When we start taking care of our skin, we learn to care for ourselves as a whole. It's not just facial care, it's an expression of self-love. Now, I will share what many do not realize. Aging skin is not only a result of age, but also of dryness, lack of nutrients, stress, and lack of sleep. Every sleepless night leaves a mark on our face, and a deficiency of vitamins makes the skin thin and vulnerable. On the contrary, every sip of water, every fruit, every minute of tranquility brings life back to the skin. Wisdom comes with age, and with it comes the understanding that appearance is not just a reflection of time, but a reflection of our inner state. When we are calm, grateful, and take care of ourselves, our face shines. When we are stressed, it dulls. Let me tell a story that inspired me. A woman who was 70 decided to spend just 10 minutes a day on her skin. She made simple masks from available products, gently massaged her face, and started drinking more water. A month later, I didn't recognize her. She came into the office with a glowing face and happily announced, "Doctor, someone complimented me on the street. They said I look like a happy woman." Believe me, her eyes shone as brightly as her skin. And here begins the most interesting part. Wisdom can be developed through simple steps. One of those steps is the very mixture that helps smooth out wrinkles faster than you can imagine. I will tell you which components really work, why they help the skin come alive, and how this is connected not only to appearance, but also to your inner state. I assure you, this can change your life. Skincare is not just cosmetics. It's an expression of self-love, confidence, and the chance to look in the mirror with joy. When it comes to wrinkles, many immediately think that expensive creams or salon treatments are necessary. But, in my experience, often the simplest and most accessible solutions turn out to be more effective. After all, the skin, like the entire body, receives nourishment both from within and from the outside. If you offer it exactly what it desperately needs, it will respond with sincere and swift gratitude. The first element I am going to talk about is ordinary honey. Yes, the natural, amber, fragrant honey that many know from childhood. However, few realize that it is a true elixir for the skin. Let me tell you a story that happened a few years ago. A 66-year-old woman approached me. She looked tired, with deep wrinkles around her eyes and dull skin, feeling a constant dryness. She tried many creams, but none brought results. We talked, and I suggested a simple solution: to apply a thin layer of honey to her face twice a week. She smiled, skeptical. "Doctor, is it really that simple?" But she agreed to try. 3 weeks later, she came to me again, and I hardly recognized her. Her face had become softer, the wrinkles around her eyes significantly smoothed out, and most importantly, joy had appeared in her eyes. "Doctor," she said, "I have recognized my reflection again. Why did this work?" Honey is a natural antioxidant. It is rich in vitamins and enzymes that nourish the skin and help retain moisture. When the skin receives the necessary hydration, wrinkles become less noticeable and softer. Moreover, honey has a mild anti-inflammatory effect. It soothes the skin, reduces redness, and makes it smoother. Now I will talk about something that many underestimate. Wrinkles deepen not only due to the relentless passage of time, but also because the skin loses moisture and nourishment. When it dries, the lines deepen like cracks in parched earth. But once moisture is restored, it comes alive, becoming supple and smooth. In my experience, people who start using honey in their skincare are amazed by their results. They achieve the effect faster than expected. It's like returning to a time when the skin glowed with natural radiance. Try it for at least a week, and you'll feel the changes. I strongly urge you not to delay. It requires no financial cost or special effort. Just apply a little honey to cleansed skin. Leave it on for 15 minutes and rinse with warm water. Trust me, your face will thank you. And most importantly, this is not just skincare. It's a small ritual of self-love. By applying honey, you are telling yourself, "I deserve care. I deserve to be beautiful and happy." This energy reflects in your eyes, smile, and entire appearance. Now I will tell you about the second component that not only improves skin condition, but also initiates its rejuvenation processes. This remedy slows down cell aging, nourishes them, and restores the skin's glow. While honey hydrates and nourishes, returning softness and freshness, the second component works on a deeper level, as if helping the skin remember how it used to be, and initiates renewal processes. This is about fresh lemon juice. Many approach it with caution, believing that the acid can be harmful. But, in my experience, in the right proportions, lemon is a true gift for mature skin. This product is rich in vitamin C, which plays a key role in collagen formation, the protein responsible for skin elasticity and youthfulness. Let me share with you a story that deeply impressed me. One day, a 70-year-old woman approached me. She said, "Doctor, I am ready to accept wrinkles, but not the fact that my face has become dull and lifeless. I look tired, even after a good sleep." We started with a simple solution, adding a mixture of honey with a few drops of lemon juice to her care. A month later, she came to me and joyfully announced, "I can see the light in my face again. I look like I've returned from a vacation. Now I will tell about something many underestimate. Dull skin, a sallow hue, fine wrinkles. These are not always a result of age. This may be the result of dead cells accumulating on the skin's surface. Lemon juice gently dissolves them, renewing the skin and allowing new, fresh cells to emerge. Thus, the face begins to glow. Moreover, vitamin C strengthens blood vessels and improves circulation, allowing each cell to receive more oxygen and nutrients. What does this mean? It leads to a healthy flush, elasticity, and a feeling of freshness, like after a spring rain. In my experience, people who have tried this simple mixture were amazed by the results. The skin truly transforms before your eyes, wrinkles become less noticeable, the complexion evens out, and a glow appears that no makeup can replicate. But I ask you to be careful. Lemon is a powerful remedy, and just a few drops are enough. Its effectiveness lies not in quantity, but in proper use. Mix it with honey, apply it to the skin for 10 to 15 minutes. That will be enough. Now imagine looking in a mirror and seeing a face radiating freshness. Wrinkles become less pronounced, skin breathes, and eyes shine, all thanks to a simple mixture of ingredients that almost everyone has at home. In my experience, those who regularly use this mixture not only look younger on the outside, but also feel a surge of energy, smile more often, and walk more lightly. When a person sees a reflection in the mirror that they like, their soul fills with joy. But there is one more element that is often underestimated. It not only enhances the effect of the first two components, but also protects the skin from destructive processes that occur unnoticed. If you miss it, all efforts may be in vain. I will talk about this in the third piece of advice. We have already discussed honey, which nourishes and hydrates the skin, and lemon, which initiates renewal and restores radiance. But there is one more component that brings everything together and protects the skin from damage. Without it, the effect will be incomplete. It is olive oil. Many are surprised. Doctor, can oil really smooth out wrinkles? And I always reply, yes, it's an ancient beauty secret. In ancient Greece, women used olive oil to maintain the youth of their faces. And this is not without reason, as it is rich in vitamin E, natural antioxidants, and fatty acids that nourish the skin from within, giving it elasticity and protecting it from aging. Let me share a story that touched me personally. A few years ago, I observed a married couple. She was 74 years old, and he was 77. They had lived together for almost half a century, taking care of each other in everything. The woman always looked surprisingly fresh, and one day her husband jokingly said to me, "Doctor, I married a girl and still live with her." I asked her about her secret, and she smiled, replying, "Every week, I make a mask of honey, lemon, and a drop of olive oil. It's my little tradition." Now I will tell you what many underestimate. Dry skin is the main enemy of maturity. It is she who makes the wrinkles deeper, the face tired, and the skin vulnerable. Olive oil not only moisturizes but also seals in moisture, creating a protective barrier and providing the skin with nutrients at a deep level. From my experience, both women and men who started using oil in their skincare noticed changes not only in appearance but also in sensations. The skin stops feeling tight, dryness disappears, and softness returns. This means the face looks younger and fresher. But I strongly urge you not to postpone this. The process of skin aging is slow but persistent. If you don't take care of it today, tomorrow the wrinkles will deepen and restoring freshness will be much harder. That is why the third component is so important. It combines the strength of honey and lemon, creating balance. Honey moisturizes, lemon refreshes, and oil protects. Together they turn into a simple, yet surprisingly effective mixture that literally restores the skin's youth. Now I will tell you about 3 simple steps that will help maintain the beauty and clarity of the face: hydration, renewal, and protection. This is the foundation necessary for anyone who wants to feel young and confident. And now, about the most important thing that I promise to reveal only at the end. This is not just a recipe, but a little bonus that enhances the effect and makes it special. I will share a breathing technique and ritual that will help not only the skin, but also the soul, so you shine from within and without. We have come a long way, and I hope you have realized that everything I spoke about is not just cosmetics and fashion. It is self-care, respect for your body and soul. After all, youth is not just numbers in a passport. but a feeling inside. Let's recall the three main steps once again. The first, honey. It nourishes the skin, retains moisture, making it soft and fresh. The second is lemon. It restores radiance, helps renew the skin, and stimulates collagen production. The third is olive oil. It protects and locks in results, creating a barrier against dryness and damage. Together, they form a simple yet incredibly powerful mixture that truly smooths wrinkles and restores youth to the face. And finally, what I promise to reveal only at the end. This little bonus enhances the effect exponentially. I call it the breath of youth. It's very simple. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and place your palms on your face. Take a deep breath through your nose, slowly counting to 4. Then hold your breath for a moment and exhale through your mouth, also counting to 4. Repeat this exercise 5 times, imagining how with each breath, your face fills with light and freshness, while with each exhale, fatigue and wrinkles fade away. This may seem simple, but in my experience, it is precisely these small rituals that can change life, as skincare is not only an external aspect but also an internal state. When you are calm, breathing deeply and mindfully, your face relaxes, wrinkles become less noticeable, and your eyes begin to shine. I urge you not to ignore these simple steps. Try making a mask from honey, lemon, and oil for at least a week. Add a breathing ritual, and you will notice how your reflection in the mirror changes, along with your mood. You will feel joy again looking at yourself. Please share this video with family or friends, as each of us deserves to feel beautiful and loved at any age. Even small steps can bring years of happiness. Take care of yourself, your time is valuable, and your smile is priceless. And remember, youth lives within you. It just needs to be awakened. Share your stories, for together we can inspire others.